Shalom, shalom, dear friends, partners, prayer partners, family around the world. Jerusalem Jane coming to you here on a beautiful night in Jerusalem. And I'm going live on my Israel One Nation page. And after that, I'm going to share this video to my YouTube channel and to the people who receive my email updates. So for all of you who is watching on Israel One Nation, you're the lucky ones because you are getting this live. So I'm just going to wait about maybe 25 seconds until I can see people beginning to log on. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my humble abode. Welcome to my little apartment here in Jerusalem. Happy Thanksgiving. Mwah, mwah. Happy Thanksgiving to all my wonderful followers and friends around the big, great states, the United States of America. Happy Thanksgiving to all Americans around the world. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody else who is celebrating this day. I can imagine that all the families in America are coming together, traveling. I think there's a lot of snow over there in America, so be careful as you are traveling home for this holiday. And I can imagine that there's a lot of people in the kitchens right now doing the turkey and all the stuffing and the fillings, and you're going to have a good dinner tonight. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to give thanks from me to you on this Thanksgiving. Before I do that, I want to encourage, I have 165,000 followers on Israel One Nation, but when I do live videos and post, there's not even, I think, 1,000, 2,000 people watching. So be sure to have your settings on so that when I go live, you get notifications. If you haven't done that, be sure to go in now and turn on the notifications so you will be aware every time that I go live. Be sure to interact with my page so you get my post. Go into your settings, and somewhere up in the right corner, there's something called See First. So you make sure that you see all the videos that I'm doing, the posts that I'm doing. Just we don't want you to miss out on all the good things. So Jerusalem Jane, just giving thanks on this night where we have so much to be grateful for. There is so much to be grateful for. Do you even comprehend or fathom or realize how extraordinary times that you are living in for such a time as this, that you were born right now, especially when it comes to Israel, especially when it comes to this, the land of the Bible, the Holy Lands. Never have we lived in more exciting times. Am I right? We are living in very extraordinary and prophetic times. So many things, prophecies are coming to pass here in Israel, here in the Holy Lands, and never have it been more important that you and I are awake, that we are wide awake, and that we pay attention to what's happening in the world, what's happening around you, and what's happening in this land of the Bible. So it's no secret for all of you who have been following me that I have had a very difficult year. Uh, Going years back, I've had several injuries and broken ankle and broken feet, and just different health issues. And there was a death in my family in Denmark. I couldn't go and mourn and be with my family in Denmark. And Ari Fools, my good friend, he used to sit here next to me. We used to make live videos together. He was brutally murdered in a terror attack. So this past year, I literally had to pull the plug to concentrate on myself and to get healing emotionally, physically, mentally, in my heart. And it has been a very, very significant time. The reason why I'm sharing this is because, first and foremost, I want to give thanks. I want to give thanks to all of you out there who has been following me for a long time. You didn't leave me. You didn't ditch me. You didn't say, oh, let's go somewhere else. You have been loyal. to me and to me on all my social media. A lot of you were saying, Jane, we understand. You're like, man down, man down. We understand that you need to retreat and get the proper healing, physically, emotionally, and to all areas of my life. And instead of people leaving me, my page are growing here in Israel One Nation. It's just growing and growing, and more people are joining you and joining me, joining us, this community, to stand in the gap for Israel. So on this Thanksgiving evening, it is now 7 p.m. It is 3 minutes to 7 at night here in Jerusalem. I just want to honor all of you for being loyal to me, for being faithful to me, as I went through a time where I didn't post much, I didn't speak much. I was definitely not out and about. I had a broken ankle, so I couldn't really be running out and about, but you have stayed with me, and I just want to thank you and honor you for that. It's not something that I take for granted. So I just want to say I honor you, I love you, I cherish you, because united we stand. I can't do any of the things that I'm doing without all of you. Let me see. Someone is signing in from Indonesia. Welcome to Indonesia. I think we got the whole world going here. So I want to give thanks and gratitude to the good Lord above, to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the one who neither slumbers or sleeps, but the one who is watching over his nation and over his people. He is my foundation. God is my rock and foundation and my salvation. And he has been the one who has carried me through all the things that I have been through, and I would not have made it without him. So I want to honor God, and I want to honor all the wonderful people that has been in my life and is in my life, who has stood with me through a very difficult season. I want to encourage all of you out there, because life is not easy. Life is not fair, and life is not easy, and nobody goes through life without heartache, without financial hard times, without sickness, without death of a loved one. I mean, we are all struggling. We are all facing hard times. And that's why we need each other. That's why we need good people in our lives. That's why we need to have people who can love you and encourage you and stand with you and say, don't you dare give up. You are valuable, and we need you. So that's what I want to say today on this night of Thanksgiving. You are precious, you are beautiful, you are wonderfully made, and God has a purpose for you, and someone is waiting for you to do what you have been called to do. And I just want to encourage you to be you. I want to encourage you not to look to this person or look how the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, but just be true to you and what God has called you to do. And when you do that, he will be with you. So we are living in extraordinary times. We are living in just precious time. So even though I have been through a hard time, I went through a time that I really needed to go through. I needed to deal with all of these things in my life. At one point, you need to empty the backpack you have on your back and start dealing with things. And that's what I did, and it has been really, really precious. Someone says you're in the furnace fire, Jane, right now. You're being molded and shaped and making better and stronger. And I am excited. I am super, super excited to see what the year 2020 is gonna have in store for the whole world, for Israel, and for me, for what God has in store for me here in the Holy Lands. So I just want to honor all of you amazing people out there and just say I love you, and God bless all of you. And I don't take any one of you for granted. And I will be going to the Western Wall very soon, and I will lift all of you in prayers and just ask God to bless you wherever you are around the world. I also want to say, and this is just, let me take a sip of water. You like my new glass? I also want to say that maybe some of you read the new article that just came out about me. Breaking Israel News wrote an article about me. They wanted to know my background and my story and how a small town Danish girl became Jerusalem Jane. So after I finish this video, I'll find the link and I'll post it in the comments. But the journalist also asked me saying, Jane, how do you make a living? How is things, how is it working for you? And I actually said, well, it has a price. It comes with a price. And this is just me being transparent and speaking to you from my heart. Some of you don't know this, some of you know this. But for the entire time that I have been here in Israel, I do not receive salary from anyone. I'm not funded by anyone. I don't have a boss who gives me an assignment and say, go do this and this. And then I do a job and it's being edited. And then it's not my voice. There are amazing people around the world who understands that we need to stand with Israel. We need to be on the right side of facts, history, of truth, of morally doing what is right. And God is calling us to comfort my people. And God is saying, get active, get involved, bless Israel, and I will bless you. So the only money I have, and let me just tell you, if you haven't been here in Israel, you wouldn't know how expensive it is in this country. My rents, my food, my utilities is more than double of what I paid when I lived in Denmark. So this is me ending this video speaking from my heart and say, I know that you care about me. I see your comments openly on my walls. I get your messages saying, Jane, we wouldn't know what was going on in Israel without you. You are our eyes and ears on the ground. We value you. We love you. Keep up the good work. So I want to just speak from my heart and just touch out and reach you right here, reach you right here and say, if you really love me and value me, would you take it a step further? Because I need you to be behind me so I can be in the front lines for Israel. So this is me doing something I don't, I particularly don't like to do this, but I need you. Plain and simple. I don't have a salary. I only have incomes that come from people who says we want to donate to you. So people ask me, would you make a GoFundMe page? Because this is for the whole world. So when you see the description to this video, there's a link to the GoFundMe page. Sorry, my throat. And that's for the whole world. There's also a link for everybody living in America. There is a tax-deductible donation platform for all of you wonderful people in America that you can go and use. And then there is a PayPal, and my email address is right next to it. So it has never been more easy to stand up and say, Jane, we value you. We can see you are blessing Israel. You are blessing into my life because I get my news from you. But like I said, I can't do it without you. So I'm humbly just asking if you would consider donate to me, to support me, to enable me to continue to be your boots on the ground, to continue to be your voice out of Israel. I hope it's okay that I'm just being honest and that I'm just being transparent. But as this is the only money that I have, and rent is coming up now for December month and all the bills, I want to invite you to be a blessing. I want to invite you to make a difference in my life. You can make a difference in my life by getting behind me financially so I can continue to be your voice here in Israel. That was what's on my heart. I want to sign off. So God bless all of you. Continue your support for Israel. Continue your love and your prayers for Israel. And for me, I really, really valuable. It's just priceless. So I love all of you. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless Israel. And God bless all of Israel's friends. Bye-bye.